You know, now what they gonna say? I fight younger fighters? They always talk, I'm the best fighter in the world.
Canelo Alvarez remains one of the most legendary fighters in boxing history, and after his win over Edgar Berlanga, he hinted at possible retirement plans. Reflecting on his work, Canelo mentioned that he had faced both young and old opponents, suggesting that he has little left to show in the sport. His statement left fans wondering if this might be the end of an iconic era. Saul Canelo Alvarez secured a win over Edgar Berlanga in Las Vegas this Saturday, successfully defending his unified super middleweight titles at the T-Mobile Arena. Canelo 34 landed a perfectly timed left hook in the third round, sending Berlanga to the canvas. From there, the Mexican star kept up the pressure, outboxing the 27-year-old American and giving him the first loss of his career, though Berlanga had a few standout moments. Canelo's legendary chin withstood the younger fighter's attack. Much of the excitement came from the pair trading fouls and heated words both during and in between rounds. Despite the tension, the fight ended on a respectful note, with Berlanga apologizing to Canelo for some of his actions and congratulating the winner on his well-deserved victory. The given unanimous decision was with scores of 117-110 and 118-109 twice. This fight reaffirmed Canelo's standing as one of boxing's best. After the fight, Canelo addressed his critics, emphasizing that he's proven himself by taking on younger fighters, dismissing the notion that he only faces older opponents. Confident in his performance, he reaffirmed his belief that he remains a top fighter in the world.
Your vantage point, how would you assess your performance?
No, I did good. You know, now what they gonna say? He fought younger fighters?
Reflecting on his interaction with Berlanga after the fight, Canelo noted how the younger fighter showed respect and apologized for his behavior in the ring despite a heated exchange during the match. Canelo recognized Berlanga's effort and mentioned that emotions can run high during a fight, especially when adrenaline surges. Canelo's ability to land around 50% of his power punches was due to a combination of talent, experience, and discipline. Looking ahead, he plans to rest and spend time with his family before deciding on his next fight. Round 1. The fight starts off with the crowd loudly chanting Kano inside the T-Mobile Arena. Both fighters are standing in the orthodox position, with Canelo immediately taking control of the ring's center. Berlanga tries to set the pace by flicking out jabs, while Canelo patiently reads his opponent's movements. Canelo misses with a right hook to the body, and Berlanga parries a jab upstairs. Berlanga responds with a slick jab after avoiding Canelo's hooks. Canelo finished the round with a stinging jab, setting a strong foundation for what's to come in round 2. Canelo keeps up the pressure early in the second round, forcing Berlanga to react to a sharp feint. He lands a powerful left hook to Berlanga's ribs, following up with a left to the head. Berlanga fires back with some right hands, trying to earn the Mexican fighter's respect. The two end up grappling, and Canelo lands a 1W for Berlanga. Back in retaliation, Berlanga throws a low blow just as the referee steps in. Unfazed, Canelo keeps pressing right before the bell. Berlanga lands a sharp right cross, a small win to close out round 3. Berlanga starts well, parrying much of Canelo's offense and using his jab effectively. However, just as things seem to be going Berlanga's way, Canelo lands a picture-perfect left hook, dropping Berlanga to the canvas frustrated. Berlanga quickly gets back up, showing he's still in the fight. Canelo immediately goes for the finish, launching a relentless barrage of punches as Berlanga tries to survive in the corner. Berlanga eventually manages to escape, but it's clearly Canelo's round after the knockdown. Round 4. Canelo continues his aggressive approach, cornering Berlanga and targeting both the body and the head with a jab followed by a right cross. He lands a solid left hook to the Berlanga midsection, though the shorter fighter Canelo is clearly the one dictating the fight, constantly putting Berlanga on the back foot. Berlanga does his best to stay in the fight, but Canelo is up to the pressure. Round 5 is more one-way traffic as Canelo continues to corner Berlanga and unload combinations. He lands a jab followed by a powerful hook. Berlanga tries to duck under the assault and grapple with Canelo to slow him down despite a decent cross from Berlanga later in the round. Canelo is in full control, mixing up his shots with power downstairs and speed upstairs. In round 6, Berlanga had predicted a knockout in the 6th round, but instead, he's the one struggling to stay afloat. Canelo's relentless pressure continues, and though Berlanga is countering with some solid punches, they don't seem to bother the Mexican champion. Canelo lands a couple of strong left hooks to the body, and Berlanga clearly slows down in the final minute, showing signs of fatigue. Round 7. Canelo corners Berlanga again, but this time he's warned for going slightly low with a jab. Berlanga shows some decent movement, evading Canelo's right overhand and left hook. However, he's leaning on the ropes, apparently relying on them for defense. Berlanga goes down at one point, but it's ruled a trip. Still, he takes his time getting back up, looking more fatigued as the fight progresses to round 8. The pace has slowed slightly for Canelo, which gives Berlanga a bit more room to operate. However, there's a controversial moment when Canelo lands a clean cross after the referee calls for a break. Berlanga complains, but Canelo keeps pressing forward. Despite the momentary slowdown from Canelo, Berlanga still struggles to find a meaningful breakthrough in round 9. Canelo opens the round with a solid 1W combination that jolts Berlanga head back. Berlanga tries to react, but his offense isn't as effective as Canelo's clean shots in the corner. Canelo hits a sharp uppercut, missing with a couple of left hooks beforehand. Berlanga gets in some counters, but it's clear he's getting outworked in this round, round 10, going into the final 3 rounds. Canelo rolls across from Berlanga, reducing its effect. Berlanga mixes up his combinations, but Canelo seems unfazed and continues hunting him down. The Mexican lands with more sharp shots and doesn't shy away from trading punches towards the end of the round. The fighters exchange angry words after Canelo turns his back and gets caught with a leaping hook from Berlanga. The exchange even includes Berlanga throwing a crotch chop, highlighting the tension in round 11. The crowd is at a fever pitch as the fight goes into the championship rounds. Berlanga is starting to hit more frequently on a tiring Canelo, but the Mexican quickly regains control with a left hook, which puts Berlanga off balance. Canelo follows up with a jab that snaps Berlanga head back. Berlanga complains about a low blow, and Canelo half apologizes. The round ends with more solid jabs from Canelo, and the fighters exchange words once again after the bell. Round 12. As the final fin round starts, both fighters acknowledge the crowd. Berlanga motions to boos while Canelo gets cheers. Berlanga tries to fight behind his jab, but at this point he needs a knockout. A brief grappling moment ensues before Berlanga hits a powerful cross, but once again Canelo's chin holds firm. Canelo reacts with a cross to the body and a jab to the head, followed by a left hook up top and one to the body. The final bell rings, and the fighters touch gloves and hug in respect while Canelo is a comfortable winner. Berlanga effort. In short, it was a fun and exciting fight for the crowd. What are your thoughts on this conflict? Let us know in the comments below.